Oh, hi everyone. Want to like cameras. Uh, okay, so for today we might need a calculator for some of the calculations, or if you're able to do like 2-digit multiplication, that's also good. Like you don't need a calculator, but just in case you need it, you might want one like nearby. Okay, so I'll get started. Last week we were able to complete a full set of questions, like for a complete contest. So good job to you guys. That's very impressive. This week I'll just be mainly focusing on the geometry questions that may occur in a contest. And just to warm up, you guys, I'd like you guys to just identify these shapes. It's probably really easy, but you can call out any shapes you see.
Square, rectangle, triangle, and whatever that thing is.
Okay. Does anyone know what the fourth shape is?
Square.
I forgot it. Square, and that's a rectangle, and that's a
Square, rectangle, triangle, and do I remember this from my math?
Does anyone know?
hexagon. No.
Trapezoid.
Trapezoid.
Hexagon.
Yeah, it's a trapezoid. I think Harvey got it. Okay, so let's just start with the square and the rectangle. I'm not sure if you guys all know this, but like maybe I'll just give you guys a question and let's see if you all know this. If the side of the square is 2, what's the area of the square?
4.
8.
4. Yes. How did you guys get 4?
Two plus 4.
2 plus 4.
2 plus
area
2 plus 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4.
Okay, does anybody else know how we calculate the area of a square? Okay, so we know that the sides of the square are all 2. And when calculating the area of square and rectangles, you just multiply the length by its width. So does that make sense why some people got 4 for the area? Okay, so let's try maybe one more for this rectangle. If the width is 10 and the length 20, what would be the area of this rectangle?
I can't see anything. I can't see anything.
I'm sharing my screen, so if you want to.
Yeah, I can see nothing.
Andrew, do you want to check if you're viewing the shared screen? Because I'm sharing my screen, and can everybody
How
else?
do I do that? I don't know how to do that.
Is one of your parents close by? Could you ask them to check out if they can help you see?
Okay.
Okay. Let's continue.
Can you Kelly,
Yeah.
when I was logging in, I went to the grade 7th classroom and then I logged out.
Oh, okay. Or do you want to be here, or do you want to be in the grade 7 classroom?
No, I accidentally logged in. Well, I was supposed to log in here, but then I accidentally logged in to the grade 7 place.
Oh, okay. Do you want to give a try to this question? For the rectangle, if the width is 10 and the length is 20, what would be the area of this rectangle?
30?
Do you want to give another try? Like I put here, right? The area is the length multiplied by the width. So maybe I'll change to a easier number. Like if the width is 2 and the length is 6. What would be the area?
Oh, 8?
Keep in mind, this is the area, not the circumference.
So do you guys understand what area is?
The place?
Okay, let's start by explaining what area is first. So Kelly, would you like to do that?
You can do that too.
Oh, sure. So what the area is, is not what you think the circumference is. It's not as simple as just adding up the numbers. Well, the first thing you have to do when you see the area of a square or a rectangle or the area of anything, you got to think the area is whatever is shaded in. So in this case, the area is the gray part. It's the area or like the place that is being circled, or in this case rectangled, by these sides. And in this case, the sides are 2, 6, and if Kelly can keep drawing, because both sides are the same, it's 2, 2, and then on the top it's 6 and 6. So to find how the area, you have to do what is called a formula, or kind of just a rule, is length times width will give you the area. So in this case, the length is the long part of the rectangle. The long part has the number 6. The width has the number 2. So in this case, it will be the width of 2 times the length of 6. So does anybody know what 2 times 6 is?
12.
That's correct.
Wow.
So what would the
Wow.
area be if I told you that the area is length times width?
12.
Correct. Good job.
Mia.
So maybe we can try another question and make sure we familiarize ourselves with this idea of area. So let's try giving the length 5 and the width 4. What would now the area be? Keep in mind it's length times width, right? And our length is 5.
20.
Yeah, it's 20 because you multiply the two sides, so it's 4 times 5 equals 20. Let's try with the square. If one side is 5, what would the area be? Yeah, it's 25. So for a square, we know that the 4 sides all equal to each other. So even if I only give you one number, like you know that all sides are like 5. So then you can just multiply 5 by 5, which equals to 25 in this case.
Yeah.
Do we all understand the concept of area and the area of a square and a rectangle? Yeah, I think a lot of people are getting 25 for the area of a square. So that's good. Okay. So do we have any questions about areas, or do we want to try some application questions using the formula length times width equals area? Okay, let's move on. We can try this question. Let's start by finding the area of this, just this little square here. If we know that, according to this information, we know that the length of this square is 3, what would the area of this small shape be?
Three?
Yeah, we know that the length of this is 3, right? It's just this shape right here. If we know that one side is 3, what would the area be? Remember the length times
9?
width?
9?
Yeah. So here we know that the length is 3 and the width is also 3. And then for this question, we're trying to find the area of the largest square, which is this. But we can break this question down, right? So this is the final shape we're trying to get to, but we can start with finding this one first. If we know that the side of this is 3 and we know this is 1, what's the length of this?
4.
What would be the length of, yeah, the
4. 4. 4.
4. So do we know the area to this square?
Uh, 16. 16.
Yeah, that's correct. So now we got 2 squares down. This is 9, this is 16. And then we're trying to find this shape right here. So we know that this is 3, this is 4. What's 3 plus 4?
7. 7.
Mhm. So the length of this bigger square is 7. What would now be the area of this square?
Mm, 49. 49. 49.
Everybody know it's 49?
49. 49.
Area of this bigger. Yeah, Andrew, I heard. With all of these information in mind, we know that the length of this big square is 7 plus 3 plus 1. We want to try calculating the area of this big square.
11. 11.
11 is the length of this square, or yeah, the length of one side of the square. What would the area be? You might need a calculator if, for this question, or you can just calculate by hand.
121. 121. 121. Are we going to be stuck here forever?
We're just trying to make sure everybody understands how to calculate area, and then we can move on.
I did it.
121.
Okay, so more people are getting this.
121. I have this.
So for this question, which option is the right answer?
1, 2, 1.
You can type in the chat. Which one do you think is the correct answer?
1, 2, 1. 121.
So would that be A, B, C, D, or E?
D.
Andrew, do you want to type in the chat so other people have a chance to
Okay.
try the question too? Once you have the answer, you can type it into the chat. Which option do you think it's the answer? A, B, C, D, or E? Lydia, I saw your answer. It's okay. You don't need to type so many times. Andrew, do you have anything to say?
No, I don't know what just happened.
Oh, okay, then try not to. Yeah. So I think everybody got the answer for D, which is 121, and I hope that we all understand now that the area of a square and a rectangle is just multiplying the two sides together, right? So for the big square, we know that the side length is 11. And once we multiply 11 by 11, we get 121. So the answer for this question is D. Do we all agree with this? Okay. So let's try this question. We already have all the information from what we just did. So now we're trying to find the area of this entire square. I mean, entire rectangle. Keep in mind, now we know that this side is 11, and then the length will be 3 plus 4 plus 11. Do we want to try calculating the area of a triangle? I mean, a rectangle?
Does everybody understand why it's 3 plus 4 plus 11? Yes? Okay.
$18.
Okay, let me ask. What's 3 plus 4 plus 11?
I don't want to see. 18.
So we know that the length of this rectangle is 18. And how do we calculate the area again?
324. Multiply. 324.
324. Harvey, do you want to maybe try again?
I know. Is
Okay,
it
so
198? 18.
Andrew,
I thought it was 18 times 18. It's 198. Yeah, 198.
we want to type in the chat our answers so other people can try. just to make sure, do we all know how to calculate the area of this rectangle? It's like right here. Some people are typing in their answers. I'll give another moment for everyone to calculate. Do we all know which two numbers we're multiplying? Okay, so a lot of you guys answered 198, which is the correct answer, because I think we all know that to calculate the area of a rectangle, you have to multiply the length by the width, which is 18 times 11, and this equals to 198. Do we have any questions about this? Okay. So maybe we can move on to the next question. Let's try answering what this question is asking. If we know that this length is 220 and this length is 160, how long is this part? Okay, just to make it clear, the difference between the first shape, like the sofa, and the left seat is that the left seat has one less of this white square in here. So we know that the difference in length is actually just the length of this white square that was missing. So I'm just asking, how long is the length of this square? Do we want to try again with our answers? 80 is not correct.
A little hint for you guys. This is a multiple choice question. So the correct answers, there's only 5 options you can choose from, which is 15, 20, 30, 40, and 60. And I don't think 80 is on there. So use that as a hint.
60? 60. I said it first, mister.
Type it into the chat. So did we get the answers? How long is the length of the white square? You only have
60.
Yeah. So basically, the difference between the first shape and the second shape is that the second shape has like one less square. So the length is just 220 subtracted by 160.
I didn't do that.
Which is 60.
I didn't do that.
Do you want to explain how you did it?
I added the 160 all the way up to 120.
Yeah, that works too. So we just need to find that the length of this is 60, right? So now we know that this section is 60. Do we want to try finding the length of, the width of this pink area? Just saying these two are equal. So this is also 60 and the two pink area are equal. And we know that the total length is 160. Okay, just to make sure everybody understands the question, we were trying to find how long this section is, right? And we already know that the length of this white section is 60, and then there are two of these, so this whole area equals 120 centimeters. And then the total length is 160. And we just want to find how long.
It's 40. You add 40, so it gives that number, right?
Yeah. Once you subtract, you know that the length of these two armrests are 40. So what is the length of one armrest?
20.
Yeah. So we have two of like the identical shapes, so we can just divide it by 2. So 40 divided by 2 is just 20. And for this question, the length of this pink section, the width of this pink section is just 20. Do we all understand?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So does anybody have any question for this one? Or are they confused about how I got to this answer? Audrey, do you have any questions? Okay, I think my internet is really bad right now. But all right, then I guess we can just move on to the next question. So now that we know the length of this white square, which is from here, we know that it's 60. How big is this white square? Like, what's the area of this white square? Okay, I'm seeing some answers. Yeah, so the area of this white square is 3,600 because you just multiply 60 by 60. So the area of this part is just 3,600. And we also know that the length of this pink part is 20. So how would we find the area of this entire sofa? Okay, so a little hint for you guys here. Let me just erase some stuff. This is 220, right? And then we also know that this part is 60. And we know that this part is 20. How would we know the area of this entire sofa? Which is just this whole thing. Okay, some people are giving some answers. Yeah, so we know that to calculate the area, we multiply the length by the width. So you basically multiply 220 by 20 plus 60 is 80, which equals to 17,600. Do we have any questions about this answer? Or did anybody got different answers? Okay. Do we all understand how I got to this point? Okay. Let's try to name some triangles. Yeah, I think we all got the correct answer for the last question. Do we want to name some of these triangles? Or does anybody know like what's different about these 4 triangles?
Facing. Maybe there's one fat, there's one skinny, there's one facing in the other way.
Yeah, do we want to like observe how sides are different? Okay, so let me just explain. For this first triangle, there is a 90 degrees right here. So how do we call a 90-degree angle?
$90 triangle. Oh no. Right angle triangle.
Okay, so for a 90-degree, it's called a right angle. So for this triangle, it's actually just called a right angle triangle. And for the second triangle, what do we see from the sides of the triangle? The same?
A normal triangle.
Okay, so do you think the sides are the same length or are they different length?
Same length.
It's
Same.
an equilateral triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Equilateral.
Yeah, that's correct. So for this type of triangle, all three sides are the same length. So it's just called equilateral. How about the third? Do we think that the sides are the same length or are two of them the same length? Or how about the angles, the sides of the angles? Are these two the same length?
Yes. Equilateral.
Okay, so this third triangle, we can see that the two sides of the triangle is the same. So this is actually just called an isosceles triangle. And then for the last one, like it looks strange and then none of the sides are the same length. And so this one is just called a scalene.
Obtuse triangle. I can't pronounce it.
Scalene.
So this triangle is called a scalene.
So, okay. Let's do some quick corrections on the triangles. The last one, does anybody know what's wrong with that? Can anybody help me pronounce that triangle, please?
Squalene.
So does that make sense to anybody?
Squalene. Kinda.
No.
Kinda.
Okay.
Kinda.
So as Kelly has said, it's called the scalene triangle. So what scaling means is what also I think Harvey said, it's something obtuse. So it's bigger than 90 degrees. That's why it's called scalene. And how you spell scalene is S-C-A-L-E-N-E. I can't annotate on the screen right now. So Kelly, could you change that, please? S-C-A-L-E-N-E. There we go. That's called a scalene. Scalene.
Oh.
All right. Perfect. So now you guys learned for today. With Kelly, you learned the names of different triangles, which will be really helpful. Maybe in class, in your school, you can teach your classmates, or even tell your teachers, oh, I now know these triangle names. So there's the right angle triangle, the equilateral, the isosceles, and scalene. And today we also learned about the areas of the triangle, which is the length times the width. Sorry, not triangles. We learned the area of squares and rectangles, which is the length, which is the long part, times the width, which is the height part. All right. So now we learned some really hard math. So I know you guys may be kind of bored or think that, oh, so much numbers, it's really dry. So let's switch it up and let's give some word problems that you don't need any calculators for. All right. Direct you guys to my screen.
Why? Really
Why?
weird. Wildly weird.
All right. Can you guys see my screen? Can you get a thumbs up?
Yes, I could.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yay.
All right. To end this class off really quick, let's do a few questions from a contest called the Beaver Computing Contest. So this contest isn't really about mathematics. Oh, hard numbers, large numbers. No, this is about logic. So what you think is right. All right. So does anybody want to read out the question for everybody? Can we get a hands up?
Me?
All right, go for it, Andrew.
I'll do it.
You can do the next one,
Ren
Lydia.
is allowed to bring one of his four teddy bears to school. Ren brings to school that has a star on one of its feet and is wearing a scarf or a bow, but not glasses.
All right. So I see some of you guys already have put your answers in the chat. So, but for those who didn't understand that, let's go through it again. So the question is asking if Ren wants to bring one of the teddy bears to school, but this teddy bear has to have a star on its feet, a star on one of its feet, is wearing a scarf or a bow, but no glasses. So let's go one by one. So which bear has it? Okay, yeah, but let's explain why so everybody knows. Let's go through it. First, a star on one of its feet. There is 3 teddy bears that have a star on its feet, which is the first bear, the second bear, oh sorry, not the second bear, the third bear, and the fourth bear. So there's only 3 bears. So that knocks one out. So this bear is not the bear he wants. All right. Now the next one he wants the bear he wants has to be also wearing a scarf or a bow. So from what we see here, all 3 of these wear a scarf or a bow. So what really is now depending on is the last one, which is that he is not wearing any glasses. And which one is not wearing any glasses? Well,
The last one, D.
Yeah, exactly. So out of the 3 options we have left, there is only one more bear that doesn't wear glasses, which is this one. Right? So guess what?
I was right.
Yeah. Congratulations. So that's the 4th. This bear is the one that Ren wants to bring to school. So in the answers, that is going to be D. So good job to all of you guys who got it. And I hope you guys all understand that now. Any questions?
Is there any more?
Yes, we can keep going.
Yay. Keep on going.
Yep. And Lydia, I know you want to read. Would you like to read us the next one?
Okay. Whenever a customer orders soup, a bowl is taken from the top of the stack shown.
Could you also read? Okay, I'll read the question. What is the fewest number of soups orders that need to be filled so that 3 identical bowls are used? So the question here is that we want to have we have to use 3 identical bowls, which means these 3 bowls have to be the same in pattern, shape. All of them are bowls, so they have the same shape, but also color. So because they have to be taken from top to bottom, let's go through them to see how many we need to get the same bowls. So let's see, can anybody tell me how many different types of bowls there are? Anybody? Lydia?
Wait, let me just think.
6.
6. Perfect. Could you name them, please?
Dotted
Orange.
line is that.
Blue is
The dash.
waves.
The star.
Can we go one by one, please? Can we get Andrew? Okay,
Purple
Andrew.
star.
Andrew, could you give me 3? And then Lydia, you can give me 3 more. Go for it, Andrew.
Orange bowl.
Orange.
A bowl with stars.
What color is it?
Purple star bowl.
Perfect. And one more, please.
Yellow swirly thing one.
Perfect. You gave me 3. Lydia, would you give me the other 3?
A dash.
So what color is it? Sorry.
Blue.
Perfect. What else do you see?
I also see what is it? A blue one with a small dot.
Yeah. So could you tell what type of blue it is?
Dark blue.
Yeah. Perfect. So we have a blue and we have a dark blue. Any other colors you guys see?
Green.
I'm seeing one more.
Green.
Perfect. Yeah. So in total, there's 6 different colors, right?
Yep.
Yep. Perfect. So now we have to at least take 3 of the same colors bowls. So let's go from the top down. What color is the first bowl?
What color is the first bowl? Green. Oh, orange.
Right. So we give orange 1 tally, meaning that we mark that there's 1 on orange right now. Okay. So if you guys are or can figure it out on your own, feel free to do it. Yeah, perfect. So, but I'll bring all of you guys along. If you guys want to like move, work ahead, go for it and put the answer in the chat. But if you guys do not know, I'll work with you guys right now. So next, what is the next bowl? What's the color of the next bowl?
I know blue.
Lydia, can we give somebody else the chance to answer?
Okay. Then I'm
Thank
going
you.
ahead.
All right. So we have 1 more blue. Who can tell me the color of the third bowl? Could you guys raise your hands so I can see you guys? Perfect. Is that Aiden? Yep. Go for it. Can you unmute yourself? Yep.
That one, it's cyan.
Perfect. Which in this case we're marked out as blue. So we have another blue bowl. So now I have 2 blue bowls. Okay. So what is the 4th bowl? Or what color is this bowl? Could anybody tell me? What color is that bowl?
Purple.
Yep. Great. What's next? What's after purple? So the next one will be here.
Orange.
Nice. Anybody can jump in if they want to, if they know the answer. What is this one?
Blue. Dark blue,
Oh.
I say.
Yep, perfect. Yeah, be careful. There's 2 types of blue here. All right, what's next?
Yellow.
We keep going because there is no color that
Green.
has reached 3 bowls yet. Right, so that's a green. But we keep going because there's no bowl that has 3 of the same colors yet. What's next?
Yellow.
Perfect. What's the next one?
Green.
Good job. Next one?
Dark blue.
Dark blue. Okay, what's the next one?
Purple.
Perfect. What is after that?
Purple.
Oh,
Wait,
we already did purple.
Orange.
Perfect. So now, wait a minute. Orange now has 3 bowls that are the same. Or we used 3 orange bowls. That means we've used 3 identical bowls. Identical means the same bowls. So in this case, we just have to count how many bowls we've used. So that's 3 plus 2, which this will give us 5, plus 1 more, that will give us 7, plus 2 more, plus 2 more will give us 7, plus 2 more again will give us 9, plus 2 more gives us 11, plus 2 more gives us 13. So in total, we have 13 bowls, which is the fewest number of bowls, so that we can get 3 identical bowls used. Any questions? Nope, no questions? Perfect. We keep on going to the last question of the day.
What?
Yeah, I know.
And so quickly.
Kelly, would you like to do this question?
Me, I want to do it again.
Oh, yeah. So can we get somebody else to read it? Anybody else wanting to read this one? No, too shy. Harvey, would you like to? Go for it, Harvey. Read the question. Oh, sorry, read the story.
The family went for a walk. Started from their home and walked along some plants, eventually returning home. They did not walk on any path more than once. During the walk, they saw exactly 3 of the 4 birds that were shown before. Which bird have they must seen?
Oh, be careful on what you're reading. They see 4 birds. They did not see 3. They see 4 birds. But they only give us 3 because they want us to answer which one is the 4th bird. All right, Kelly's now going to walk you guys through it. If you guys know the answer or know how to do it, you guys can work ahead and put the answer in the chat. But if you're not, Kelly's going to walk you through it.
Okay, so we know that the family probably start from the home. So let's say we start here. And then they saw these 3 type of birds. And when they leave home, they have 3 paths to walk. A purple bird, like an orange one, and then a yellow bird. And then from the information we know that the family sees this and this. So we can maybe like try a different paths. Yeah. So let's say the bird starts with the family starts going this way first, and then meets the yellow bird first, and then we can cross that one out. And then the next 2 options are the orange bird or the blue bird, and we don't know which bird they saw, right? So let's just say we went for the orange one because down here we know that he saw this orange one. So let's just go here first, and then we can cross this one out. And then now he only has like one option, which is to walk straight ahead because he needs to meet 4 birds in total, and he's only met like 2 right now. So he walks ahead, he sees this orange bird, and now we can cross out all 3 of them. So then we've already seen birds in total, and then to get home, he needs to walk this way, which means the purple bird. And then, so what do you guys think the answer would be? That's the other bird that they saw.
A.
I wrote it in the chat.
Yeah, it's A. So on his path, the family saw the purple bird like on their way home. So the answer is A. Do we all understand?
So everybody good with that? Or anybody have any questions or think there's another way you can walk that path? Nope. Everybody clear?
This bird could go here. That the middle one.
Mm-hmm.
What's the middle line?
Yep. No. So that's a great question. Why can't they not start with the middle line? Well, there's a really big problem if they start with the middle line, because if you read the question, they cannot cross any more path more than once. So what that really means is that if they start here, oh no, they can't meet both birds because they also have to meet this bird and this bird. If they go this way, well, they can't really go through here, right? Because there's another bird. And if they go back this way, they go home. So they can't really go on this side of the path. They can't go this way. This is not possible if they start in the middle. If they go this way, well, same problem. If they go here, they go home and they only see 3 birds, but they have to see 4. So that's not possible. And if they go the other ways, well, if they go this way and they go to this, well, they see a pink bird, which is a no-no because there's too many birds to see. And if you go this way, you see a green bird, which is the same problem. You're seeing too many birds. So the only reasonable way to see it is either going this way and doing a big path walk over here, or let me use a different color. They can go this way. So you guys can see the paths are the same because that's the only path you can take, but the direction can change. Harvey, I also saw your hands. You raised your hands. Do you have any questions?
No, I was just wanted to say about that.
Yeah.
You can do the other way.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, good job noticing that. So you guys have to remember that because they didn't say which bird they have to meet first, they can go both ways. Perfect. If you guys have no questions, that will be the end of this section and this class. So
It's end?
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun. So I have to thank you guys for coming over and participating in this class. And yeah, you guys can have a great weekend.
Free class?
Yeah. And maybe thank Kelly on your way out for teaching you this class and working so hard.
Thanks.
Working hard.
This is a free class. Wow. Really weird.
All right. Have a great weekend, guys.
I can't leave.
Bye. See you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.